Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. That's Tim. This is Second Legacy. You're amazing, and thank you for showing up. Today, we have got to unleash the humor and sarcasm that only can be found on Second Legacy against a sheriff who made the bold stand against red flag laws and then under a year later turned around and used them again. This is going to be one of those you need to send out. Everything that we do is for you guys. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And with that, Tim, are you fully ready for the shenanigans?
Oh, red flag shenanigans. Yeah.
It's lots of it.
I can't wait to hear the meat and potatoes of this story. So let's
Oh yeah, I got all the meat and potatoes. We are gonna go to the wonderful land of Gretchen Whitmer, the Michigan place where nothing good happens apparently, but this is a thing to focus on. This is number 8, Dr. Slides. Let's hit it.
Even dry on the newly adopted red flag law adopted in the Senate this week when the Livingston County Sheriff thumbed his nose at it, saying he would not enforce it.
Big mad.
Plot twist. Yeah.
Plot twist. Got him. Well, I've got 3 clips, and then I'm going to show you what he did. This is just the backstory. And the reporter is big mad that he would dare thumb his nose at Whitmer. This is number 9. Let's set it up.
Are you irresponsible, and is this unfortunate?
She's entitled to her opinion, but I don't think so. I think I'm doing the proper thing.
The Attorney General counters no, he is not doing the proper thing because he was elected to save lives.
Whenever law enforcement has an opportunity to prevent someone from being, murdered or, taking their own life, and they refuse to do anything, that's their job, is to protect the public.
I don't believe my constituents want red flag laws enforced because they are unconstitutional.
I always love that Fargo accent.
Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, geez, go guy. I love it. It makes me so happy, and he's so Michigan. That guy just exudes Michigan.
Yeah.
But he made a stand. He made a stand, Tim.
Yeah.
Very, very principled stand. The Attorney General very mad. Reporter very disgruntled. You can see it happening. You can. Well, let's go to one more clip to really get his feet firmly in the ground to where he stands in case there's questions for the people of Second Legacy. This is number 10.
Nothing good comes out of anything when we make decisions, pass laws, etc., based on emotion. This is totally contrary to our system in that somebody is essentially guilty until they prove themselves innocent.
All right, so Tim, what do you think? Seems on the up and up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, seems legit.
He seems to really care about the people and what the voters want, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, we hit that on the head. You're guilty until presumed innocent. I mean, that's awesome. Or proven innocent. That's awesome. I love that. You got people don't want it. Yeah, that's true too. It's contrary to our system of government. I mean, man, this guy's on. I don't see why we have a problem. Oh, wait a minute. 12 months passed. Here's number 11. Let's get it. This is the original, and this is now updated. This is number 12. Sheriff Murphy criticizes red flag gun law, but uses it when it was needed. Sigh. Livingston County commissioners last year declared the county a Second Amendment sanctuary in response to new red flag gun laws in Michigan. However, Sheriff Mike Murphy, a vocal critic of the law, admits he's used it at least once since the law went into effect in February. That, Tim, that rubs me the wrong way. That does not feel good.
No, and this is why it's important to vote for your sheriff, right? Unlike if you live in a city, the police chief is usually a political appointee. And so they're a little harder to get rid of. When a sheriff does something like this, when election season rolls around, you can vote him out just like any other politician. And that's what the people of Michigan, if they truly don't support these red flag laws, and God, I hope they don't because it's wildly unconstitutional, then you need to get rid of this guy, send him packing, and get a true constitutionally minded sheriff in there.
Yeah, but what's so fascinating about that is he said all the right things.
Yeah, politicians will.
I know, but there was no benefit for him to do that at that time. There was no election. There was no nothing. It was literally a moment of everything said right. Cool. Great. Good talk. Yeah. Sanctuary County. Love it. See more of it. And then we hear things like this. This is number 13. Same guy. Family members were enabling at worst and not wanting to help the situation out as far as making sure this person did not have access to guns, Sheriff Murphy said. it kind of left us no choice in filing the ERPO, or Extreme Risk Protection Order. So if you want to call me a flip-flopper or typical politician, whatever you want to call me, that's fine. I have thick skin. I've been in the business a long time. Sheriff Murphy still doesn't support the red flag laws and hopes legal challenges will change them.
Meanwhile, I'm going to use them whenever I feel like it.
Dude, it's just, I mean, you just said it so perfectly. I'm against them. I don't like them. The people don't want them. But I'm going to use them whenever I want, even though I'm still opposed to them, and I hope they change. But until they do, I'm going to keep using them. Oh, my goodness gracious, Tim.
I know.
It's just, if you're going to take a hard stance, please don't turn around and do it 11 months later.
You flip-flopper and what? Oh, and typical politician.
Typical politician.
With thick skin?
I hope you do have thick skin. I mean,
yeah,
it's just such a bad look, dude.
I know.
Oh my God.
This is, and he'll never be taken seriously again by, well, hopefully by anybody on the Second Amendment side, right? Because when you do that, basically you out yourself as just your typical politician. I mean, he knows what he is. He said it himself. Go ahead and call me that. I've got thick skin. Yeah, well, let's see how well that thick skin does you in the next election cycle. Because if that's what your constituents truly believe, well, you just betrayed their trust.
Right. And I mean, after you make such a principled stand and then you use them, but you still claim you're against them.
I know.
Bro, sometimes it just hurts.
And see, this is the problem I have with, people say, why aren't you a Republican or claim to be a Republican? I have to register a Republican to vote in primaries in Indiana. You can't do it as an independent, but I am an independent voter. Now, I'm also a single issue voter. So that kind of tells you where I generally vote. But it sucks when you vote for somebody like this and they say all the right things. You give them your vote and then they turn around and do that. It's like, but you know what? I hope the people in his area, the people that can vote for him, his county, right? Thank you. I hope that this really rubs them the wrong way and they actively go out and get this guy elected out of office and get somebody else that elected. Yeah. Don't elect him again, people, please. Because next thing you know, he's like, I hate assault weapons bans. I will never enforce them. By the way, I just arrested 50,000 people yesterday for having an AR-15.
I just did. By the way, I just did, but I'm still against them, and I hope they go away, but I did do it.
I hope they challenge these in court, but until they do, I'm putting everybody in prison I possibly can.
I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. Yep. Well, just to give you a full frame of reference, by the way, if you guys had any questions of what they're actually talking about here, this is number 14 slides. The orders require a court hearing before a judge. These are the ERPOs, who can seize your weapons for a year or more. The law allows those whose guns are seized to contest the order in court once every 6 months under a year-long risk protection order. So you have 2 shots in total, maybe, and a full year minimum of not having your constitutionally protected rights because someone said something against you and you had no way to meet them in court, face your accuser, or to put up your own defense. This is probably one of the most egregious infringements across as many constitutionally rights as we've ever seen. Yeah. I mean, this is bigger than gun bans. This is all of them.
Yeah, you'd think this of all things, because of how many states are enacting these things, the Supreme Court would definitely want to hear this. I'm sure there are court cases being filed about these EROs.
It's a matter of time.
But my goodness, you're right. I mean, these are gross violations of rights. You say, well, we got a judge to do it. Okay. We got a judge in a complete, in a single man inner room. We went to him with no witnesses and those that were accused couldn't face their accusers. None of that's outlined in the Constitution. We just went into a room with the judge by himself and he's like, yep, I find that person guilty. Execute that man next. I mean, well, hey, a judge did it. It's like
a judge did it, though.
That's not how this works. It's not just a judge. There are other stipulations behind something called due process. And one of those is, like we've been saying, you get to face your accuser and you're innocent unless proven guilty. And in this case, with this, you're considered guilty for a year and you have 2 chances to prove your innocence.
But they gave you a way to fix it. I mean, 2 chances in a year. I mean, who needs one, really?
Right.
I mean, oh goodness, they're so magnanimous.
So if you fail the second one, because the first one would come 6 months in, the second one would come a year in, and what happens if they decide, yeah, no? So that's how it goes past a year, right?
Right. We can double down on it. Oh, goody, yeah. So that's the principled sheriff I wanted to share with you this morning, Tim. That's the guy.
Well, yeah. What a rhino and any other thing you can think of, like typical politician. He knows what he is, folks. He just doesn't care. Yeah, flip-flopping politician, typical. Anyway, so we'll keep following this clown too. It seems like we have so many. We need a clown board. We really need a clown board, so we keep all of our
that's a good
clowns
idea.
and track what the clown's doing. And then if they haven't done anything clowny for, what is it, for a year, but they get 2 chances to get off the clown board. Never
There
mind.
you go.
Anyway,
There you
thanks for watching Second Legacy. We'll talk to you guys soon.